Have you ever walked into a restaurant and felt your heart beat a little faster? Maybe the waiter spoke too fast. Maybe you didn't know a word on the menu. Maybe you just pointed at the picture and hoped for the best. If that sounds familiar, today is the day that changes. By the end of this lesson, you will know exactly what to say, from the second you walk through the door to the moment you pay the bill and walk out with a full stomach and a big smile. We are going to slow everything down. We will repeat the important phrases together, and we will practice real conversations, the kind you will actually hear in a restaurant. This is Simple English Language, and today's lesson is how to order food in English step by step. Let's get started. When you open the door of a restaurant, someone will usually greet you first. This person is called the host or the hostess, the person who welcomes you and finds you a table. If you already planned ahead, you can say, "Hi, I have a reservation for two under the name Maria." A reservation means you already booked a table before you arrived, and under the name means the booking is saved with your name. But what if you didn't plan ahead? Don't worry, you can still get a table. Just ask, "Do you have a table for two available?" Repeat after me, "Do you have a table for two available?" Sometimes the host will ask you a question back, like, "Would you like to sit inside or outside, or booth or table?" A booth is a seat with high, cushioned sides, often against the wall. You can simply answer with one word, "Outside, please," or "A booth is fine, thank you." Once you're seated, your server will usually arrive within a minute or two. This is the person who will take care of you for the whole meal, and they'll often start with, "Hi, welcome. Can I get you something to drink while you look at the menu?" A simple, natural answer is, "Just water for now, thank you," or "Could I get a lemonade, please?" Now, let's talk about the menu itself, because understanding its structure will make everything else much easier. Most English menus are divided into sections. Appetizers or starters are small dishes you eat before the main meal. Main courses or entrees are the biggest dish, the center of your meal. Sides are smaller dishes that come with your main course, like fries or vegetables, and desserts are sweet dishes at the end of the meal. Repeat after me, appetizer, entree, side, dessert. Now, here's something very important. It's completely okay if you don't understand every word on the menu. Native speakers ask questions about the menu all the time. 2 phrases will save you every single time. What do you recommend? And what is this dish exactly? Asking a question is not a weakness. It shows you are engaged and interested. When you're ready to order, use, "I'll have the grilled chicken, please," or "Could I please get the pasta with tomato sauce?" Repeat after me, "I'll have the..." Could I please get? Notice we don't just say chicken on its own. That can sound a little rude in English. Adding "I'll have" or "Could I please get" makes you sound polite and natural, like a native speaker. And if you have an allergy or a dietary need, say it clearly and early. "I'm allergic to peanuts. Does this dish contain peanuts?" Or "I'm vegetarian. Does this come with meat?" Allergic means your body reacts badly to a certain food, and it can be dangerous. So servers are trained to take this seriously, and it keeps you safe. While you're eating, your server will usually come back and check on you, often asking, "How is everything tasting?" Or "Can I get you anything else?" A simple, friendly answer is, "Everything is great, thank you." Or if you need something, "Could we get some more napkins, please?" This is also your moment to ask for small extras, like more water or a bit of salt and pepper. Now, let's talk about something a little more difficult. What happens if there's a mistake with your order? Don't panic. Mistakes happen even to native speakers. Stay calm and use this simple, polite phrase. Excuse me, I think I ordered the chicken, but I received the beef. Repeat after me. Excuse me, I think I ordered, but I received. Notice the tone here. We're not angry. We're not blaming anyone. We're simply and politely explaining the situation. Most restaurants will fix this immediately, and being able to handle a small problem calmly in English is actually a huge sign of fluency and confidence. After your main course, your server may ask, "Would you like to see the dessert menu?" If you're full, you can say, "No, thank you. I'm full. Just the check, please." If you'd love something sweet, say, "Yes, please. What do you recommend for dessert?" Now for the final and very important step, paying. Depending on where you are in the world, you might ask for the check, more common in the US, or the bill, more common in the UK. Could we get the check, please? Or could we have the bill, please? If you're eating with friends and want to pay for your own meals separately, say, "Could we split the bill, please?" Splitting the bill means each person pays for their own part of the total cost. Repeat after me, "Could we split the bill, please?" You may also want to ask about payment methods like, do you accept credit cards, or is it possible to pay with cash? And in many English-speaking countries, tipping is expected, so a simple line to remember is a tip included? Finally, once everything is paid, a warm and simple closing goes a very long way. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Let's quickly review everything we learned today and repeat each phrase after me one more time, slowly. I have a reservation for 2. Do you have a table available? I'll have the grilled chicken, please. What do you recommend? I'm allergic to peanuts. Excuse me, I think I ordered the chicken, but I received the beef. Could we get the check, please? Could we split the bill? And that's it. You now have everything you need to walk into any restaurant in any English-speaking country and order your meal with confidence. Here's your homework. The next time you eat out, even in your own country, even in your own language, try to think through this conversation in English in your head, because practice makes it automatic. Which part of this lesson felt the most difficult for you? The ordering, the bill, the small talk? Tell me in the comments below. I read every single one, and it helps me plan future lessons just for you. If this lesson helped you, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for new English lessons every week, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Bye for now.